the time. But that buyer's brokerage agreement has been in effect for a long time. And yes, to me, it's really not applicable for where we are right now with these current changes. So yes, changes are gonna be made to this. Riley went through it very methodically. I thought he did a wonderful job, but you can tell even in our conversations here, there's holes. There's things that just don't make sense. So yes, is it important to be part of the forms committee for NEFAR? Absolutely. That to me is paramount. And we've had agents at our company that have been on those committees before to kind of go through and really be a voice of reason. Because a lot of times these lawmakers decide things because they think it's what should be, but they're not doing the mechanics of it every day. So please keep that in mind. I think reasonable minds will come together and we'll get it kind of processed through. But one thing I wanted to really share with you is your value proposition. I know a lot of times we kind of are excited or we're desperate for business, right? I think a lot of us can kind of feel, we're feeling that desperation now. So we jump the gun. We say, sure, I'll meet you at the house. I'll show you this house at 123 Cherry Street, right? But is that really gonna benefit us? No. This goes back to our value proposition and our professionalism. Highly, highly, highly encourage everybody, have a meeting first. Bring them to your office. We have an office conveniently located here, right in the heart of St. Johns County. I invite all of you can come use it, even if you're not part of Florida Welcome Home. That's how strongly I feel for this process, for our real estate community. Come in, have an appointment, use our conference room, sit there, spend half an hour with your buyer and discuss the process, discuss expectations. A lot of times we do not do that. We're just so excited we have a buyer, right? And you have a conversation, oh, well, we'll talk over the kitchen counter and I'll tell you a few things about the process. Well, does that make you sound like a professional, that you know what you're doing, that you're gonna be the resource for them when things go awry in the contract? It's valuable to you to bring them into the office, to talk to them. Sit down. Florida Welcome Home, we have tools available that go through the whole buying process. This is a roadmap that we give our customers. It explains the entire process. Then we go one step further and we have my commitment to you. Highly, highly, strongly encourage everybody to go through my commitment to you, what I'm going to bring you as a professional in my field. And then I even sign this in front of the customer. This goes through just basically, I will always hold your interest paramount and pledge honesty, truthfulness in all dealings. I will answer your phone calls the same day, assist you in finding the answers and solutions to the best of my ability. It goes through a whole outline of things. And even, you could even go another step further, where my dear friend Kim Knapp would always suggest, print out the code of ethics. Give that to your customers with this and sign it in front of them. I pledge I'm going to do this for you. Sign it. Have it right there. What an impact that will make to them. Will that show that you're a professional? Absolutely. Then you can go through 6 reasons to use a real estate agent. Well, do we talk about these items with our customers? A lot of times we don't. We don't even know, right? I ask some real estate agents, I don't know, right? We hear that, oh, we get paid 3% to open a door. Is that truly what we are, door openers? That's where we've done a disadvantage to our entire industry as a whole, because we have not taken the time to share what we have. We have experience, we have knowledge about our communities. We have insights to the home values because we're living and working in these communities. We've seen the features of the homes. We've watched homes be built. I can advise you on how construction is because I've seen who's built that house. I can go down the street. I can name, okay, that's a Toll Brothers, that's a David Weekley, that's an ICI. Can the customer do that? No, That's where we bring our expertise to the table. We have also expertise in negotiation. Do we talk about that at all? No? How can your expertise in negotiation help your customer? Right? These are questions we can give scenarios. We can give highlights, maybe a previous situation that you've experienced. Maybe something that you've shared. Well, I was able to negotiate this and that for my customer with this builder because the builder knows I bring 5 customers a month to them. Is that going to give credibility? Yes. Oh, I'm a DR Horton VIP member. All of my customers, because I'm a VIP, get this, this, and this, right? That all gives credibility. Put it out in writing. Give it to them to see, right? The whole process can be confusing. I have a little roadmap so that you can follow what the process is for buying your home. I will go through this in detail with you. I'm not going to bore you all today. But we also have questions to ask your lender. You need to talk to your lender about how much you can afford. But a lot of times customers don't even know what to ask lenders. Well, we give you 3 lenders that we've had great experience with. Please call them, ask them these questions. Ask them this so that you will know which lender is going to work the best for you. And then here, loan application, how do you do that? What is that? Well, here's a little guideline for you. What are the do's and don'ts during the loan process? Don't go buy new furniture, don't go buy a car, right? Go through this with them. What are you doing in this whole process of conversation? Education.
It looks like you have them sign that. I think that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Good.
Again, signing is very important, right? Yes, is this a legal document? No. But at the same time, it's a commitment and it's participation. And that's the biggest thing that we want. And then lastly, right, I would always say, I'm gonna give you a copy of our purchase and sale agreement. I'm gonna highlight certain features of it, but now we're gonna also go through the buyer brokerage agreement. What is this? Well, Mr. Buyer, this is gonna go through our commitment to each other. Let's go through it together right now. Okay, Mr. Buyer, I'm Laura Raniclub with Florida Welcome Home. We're gonna start this agreement today and it's gonna go for 1 year. Is that agreeable to you? Oh, what does that mean? That's a long period of time. Well, we don't know how long it's gonna take you to find the perfect home. We can always extend, or we can shorten this, or you can always terminate it. Oh, okay. Oh, for what type of property? Well, we're gonna buy a house in St. Johns County. Wonderful. I'm gonna put Florida, because I know when you start driving around, you could like Middleburg. Maybe St. Johns County is getting too crowded for you. Let's put Middleburg. Oh, no, sorry, we're gonna put Florida, right? So be firm with that. We're licensed in the state of Florida, just put Florida, right? Then we're gonna go through, transaction broker obligations. Remember, I've already shared that with you, with my promise to you. But if you have any questions, it's all written here too. Then you just go through and you say, okay, what's the buyer's obligation? Well, I'm gonna work exclusively with you. Is that okay with you? Do you have any protest to working exclusively with me? I mean, they're probably gonna be like, oh, I don't wanna sign anything. I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
I'm
right?
gonna call another agent. I have to call Misty agent. I don't know where that is.
Exactly. Well, you just don't know. But again, you have to just go through it. You can focus on these issues, or you can just kind of glaze over it. But they're gonna read this, they're signing it, and then you're gonna give them a copy of everything. But at the same time, you need to kind of specifically say, the value that I give to you is what my craft and skill is. You can go to any other agent, but are they gonna have the same craft and skill as me? Again, you have to promote your value proposition. Compensation is just typical, and for this area, 3% is customary. Great. At this time, have people been getting more than 3%? Absolutely. I personally have gotten more than 3%. Why? Because I have a menu of service. Do all of you have a menu of service? Again, that's something you need to start thinking about. I'll provide this menu of service for this effort, and then I'll provide this menu of service for all of this. So that's again where we have now almost more freedom in this agreement.
You do that currently?
Yes.
Really?
Look at this as a positive. And that's what I wanted to encourage you all with. Don't look at this as, oh, this is gonna be terrible, our whole industry's going to pot, we're not gonna be able to do our business. No, this is your chance to look at this as a positive for you to maybe gain more. It's gonna be written here. You could even get a retainer. Has anyone asked you, or have you ever found out from any other realtor, have they gotten a retainer before? I only know of one person off the top of my head right now. He's a coach. He's gotten a retainer before. Why haven't I gotten one? Because I haven't asked. I just haven't asked. But maybe we should start doing that. So I mean, look at it as a positive. The Buyers Brokerage Agreement has been around. There's holes in it. We will have a rewrite. I'm positive of that. But definitely put it in your buyer's program. And then you get all this, you sign it with your customer, you give them copies of it, you give them the nice originals, and you take the copy and put it in your folder. And then enjoy the relationship. Stay in touch with them. Be a good steward to them. Right? That's all that we're looking at here. Then they're going to be wanting to be stuck to you. If you are treated that way, right, won't people be gravitated towards a positive experience? Then you have nothing to worry about. So I just wanted to share that with you to give you an ounce of encouragement. Yes, things are changing, things are going to be different. But just remember how they were with the closing disclosures, right? It was a whole hoopla, things settled down, and now we're kind of back to where we were, like Riley said. And I think this is our time to band together as real estate agents to help each other, encourage each other, and I think it's going to be a positive. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.